And good evening from George Brendler Field here in Shazy, New York. We're joining in progress match today between Beekmantown Central girls, Eagle girls, and Immaculate Heart Central of Watertown. This is the second game of the Mary Latrimore Be the Match tournament here in Shazy, and we're joining the game in progress. As I said, 16 minutes left in the first half. Beekmantown leads 1-0. They scored real early on, 54 seconds into the game. Callie Villemer with a nice goal with the assist from her sister, Kirsten Villemer. Those are two names that are well known to Shazy soccer. Their father and mother, both alumnus of Shazy. Father Blair Villemer, good longtime goalkeeper for Shazy, and mother was Kim Bourgeois, also a standout soccer player for the Eagles. Now their daughters are playing for the Eagles across town. So Immaculate Heart Central is in white, and Beekmantown Eagles are in red. The ball's out of play here. It's been fairly back and forth so far in the first half. Beekmantown has held a little advantage as far as possession of the play, but pretty close match all the same. Beekmantown, of course, is a Class B school from here in Section 7, powerhouse team. They were very strong last year, and I expect the same results this year from them. So the ball was thrown in by Aaron Dingman, number 16 for Immaculate Heart. The ball is intercepted by Brielle Cartwright from Beekmantown. Ball passed forward. Number 3 is Bethany Simpson. She gives it to Lindsay Gagne. Looking for number 2, who would be Kirsten Villemer, and outside number 21, Alicia Barcombe. The ball is played over to Courtney Wilson, number 9. Wilson back to Callie Villemer, number 13. Callie Villemer making the run toward the 18-yard box. Defended by number 2, Anna O'Neill, who has grown to be her shadow after the first goal. The ball is pushed to the corner. Callie Villemer chasing the ball to the corner. She is being pressured by number 3, Liz Gaffel, who's a sweeper for Immaculate Heart. The Immaculate Heart Cavaliers, their record last year was 10 wins, 8 losses, no ties. They finished ranked 25th in New York State among Class C schools. Looks like a short corner kick set up for Beekmantown. And there it is, the short corner. Not played all that great, and it turns out to be a repeat of the corner play. This time it looks like the short corner is out since it didn't work so well. And number 9, Courtney Wilson, will be taking the conventional corner kick. So the target people for Beekmantown, it appears, off the bat at least, is Callie Villemer, number 13. She's, of course, a standout athlete in not only soccer but hockey as well. And she was the leading scorer of the team last year with 20 goals, I believe. She was a first-team All-Star. Beekmantown has a couple first-team All-Stars in their team. Their goalkeeper, Lauren O'Connor, was a first-team All-Star. She's a junior. Kylie Regan, who's a senior midfielder, center midfielder, she kind of is a captain out there on the field as far as possessing the play. And, of course, Callie Villemer, as I said, a junior striker. They have a couple second-team All-Stars, Captain Carly Casey, who's injured today, and then Alexandra Putnam. She's another second-team All-Star, number 8 for the red team. So here's Immaculate Heart pushing forward. 21 is Ashley Wood. She's being challenged by Cartwright. Cartwright wins the challenge. She's going to turn and look to push the ball upfield. Hard challenge there by number 2, O'Neill. She took the ball away. She's possessing it. She looks to number 8, who's Charisse Lapointe. And back to Wood with a shot toward goal, gathered up by Lauren O'Connor. Beekmantown finished last year undefeated in regular season, 11-0-2. They finished with an overall record of 13-2-2. They bowed out, unfortunately, in the Section 7 Class B semifinals to PHS in a hard-fought battle. Beekmantown Eagles should put together a real strong squad this year. This is Bethany Simpson moving it up to Lindsay Gagne. Back to Simpson. It's a 2-on-1 now. Simpson pushes it through to Gagne. She's not going to get to it as the goalkeeper, Skylar Short, for the Cavaliers, picks up the ball. Good-looking punt to midfield. Lauren Chamberlain was trying to trap that for Immaculate Heart. She was dispossessed by Kirsten Villemer. Kirsten Villemer passed back to Cartwright. Up to Wilson. Wilson in the middle to Callie Villamere. Callie Villamere dancing through all the defenders. Looks like a shot on goal for certain. Nice save by Skylar Short. The rebound is there for Lindsay Gagne, and Beekmantown takes a 2-0 lead. That was a silver platter goal if I ever saw one, Calvin.
Yeah, since it came off the keeper, it should be an unassisted goal. So even though Villamere did a lot of heavy lifting on that one, she won't get any credit in the scorebook.
That's correct, although it sounds like the official wants to give her credit, but I agree with Calvin's take on that. That was nice goal by Lindsay Gagne. So 2-0 Beekmantown. There's 11 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half. Immaculate Heart takes the kickoff. Pushing the ball forward, it's going to be Cartwright possessing that for Beekmantown. Pressured by Rebecca Lazor. Cartwright has the ball. She pushes it to the center. Center is Sarah Pignon. So LaPointe pushes it back to Lazor. Lazor in the middle for Chamberlain, Lauren Chamberlain. There's two Chamberlain girls for Immaculate Heart. Number 11 is Lauren Chamberlain. Number 50 and number 20 is Rachel. So here's Rebecca Lazor. She's a little shot toward goal, gathered up by O'Connor. O'Connor's taking her time, so her players get in position and punts it toward midfield. It's number 7, Kim Ratliff, on the ball for Beekmantown. She's being challenged by number 14, who is Anna Jank, and dispossessed by Sarah Pignon. Pignon toward Chamberlain. The ball skidded off her foot. Beekmantown controlling it. Here's number 11. That's Kylie Regan. She was one of the All-Stars last year. She's a center midfielder with a lot of possession skills. And as you can see here, she was holding that ball, looking for a play out, and nice ball to the middle. Running onto this ball is Elizabeth King. She couldn't quite get there in time. Cleared away by Liz Gaffel and out of play. So it's going to be a Beekmantown throw-in deep in the Immaculate Heart area. Number 14 coming in is Santana Vincencio LeBear. I think I'm just going to refer to her as LeBear. Throw-in possessed by Immaculate Heart as they push it towards center. LeBear with the ball. She's dispossessed by number 21, Ashley Wood. Wood pushes it forward to LaPointe. LaPointe's got Lauren Chamberlain running beside her. Gives the ball. Nice stop by Cartwright. Cartwright stepped in there to block that pass, which may have led to a shot on goal. Here's Cartwright moving it forward towards number 3 was Bethany Simpson. It's out of play. Immaculate Heart throw-in.
Now, with the Immaculate Heart numbers, they get a lot of players, or
they've got.
I think they've got almost as many as.
They have about 20 players. It looks like Beekmantown's got 22, I believe, with an injury. So good little squad. They made a long trip in to play some real stiff competition in this tournament. This is a pretty impressive tournament. The first game of the tournament was played by Amsterdam. And they played against Peru. Amsterdam won by a score of 4-2. All the goals came in the second half of that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So here's LaPointe. Pass back to Lazor. Lazor in the middle to Rebecca Chamberlain. Back to Lazor. LaPointe. Lauren Chamberlain chasing, and LaPointe is chasing. This is Kirsten Villamere, way back in the defensive end of her field. She started out at the center midfield spot, and that's pretty impressive for an 8th grader to be a starting midfielder. She started last year as a 7th grader, I understand, if I'm not mistaken about the grades. That's at least what I was told before the match started.
She came up during the season. She didn't start the year on the varsity, but she moved up and fit right in. She's
a strong player. You can tell already if she puts on a little bit of muscle, she's really going to be tough to get off that ball. She is already. Here's Rachel Chamberlain for Immaculate Heart going toward Lauren Chamberlain, but intercepted by Regan Fizette. She pushed it forward to Bethany Simpson. Dispossessed, and it's Lauren Chamberlain. Chamberlain's moving forward, goes toward Rachel Chamberlain, but strong defense by Kirsten Villamere takes the ball away. Immaculate Heart takes the ball back, and it's back and forth action. Finally, Villamere moves it up toward the sideline. Looks like number 7, Kim Ratliff over there. She's being challenged by Sarah Pignon. The ball's pushed through to Guffel. Guffel intercepts it, turns it around, and now it's Rebecca Chamberlain in the midfield. Looking to push forward, hits it toward Charisse Lapointe. It's going to be a close play. Nice aggressive play by the Beekmantown keeper, Lauren O'Connor, showing why last year she was a first-team All-Star selection. Then O'Connor distributes the ball, but no Beekmantown players in the area. It's Rebecca Chamberlain with the ball now. She's looking for help down the sideline, but nobody's moving for her, so she puts it up toward the end line. Lapointe is there along with Regan Fissette. Regan Fissette escorts the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be a Beekmantown goal kick. So substitutions coming in on both sides. It's a very humid day here in Chazy. I'd say it's about low 80s as far as temperature goes. The breeze has dropped off. It's been a long day of soccer here. This is the fourth match on this George Brendler Field. The field's holding up great, and we have another match to go afterward, which will be Chazy girls versus Plattsburgh High girls. That'll be at 7 o'clock tonight. So the ball's in midfield, and it's Rachel O'Brien possessing for Immaculate Heart, and she pushes it towards the outside, but it was intercepted by Regan Fissette. Regan Fissette looking up towards Simpson. Simpson was dispossessed, and it's back down to the Beekmantown defense. Fissette again, back and forth action. Kylie Regan stepped up there to take possession, but again, the ball dribbled off her foot and it's out of bounds. So we're looking at Immaculate Heart throwing.
Well, this is an unusual tournament league because I don't think anybody can win it because you got.
That's correct. I was trying to find out if they're going to run it on a point system or just a straight tournament, and I'm told that there will not be a winner or loser. Basically, it's just a opportunity to put 6 good teams on the pitch and see what we can enjoy some good college or good high school soccer.
And I guess they'll pick an all-star from each team or 2 or whatever.
That makes great sense. And of course, this whole tournament is put on as a part of a Be the Match program, which is a bone marrow matching program in the memory of Mary Latrimore, who is has been a very influential family in the town of Chazy for years. Unfortunately, Mary passed away with a bone marrow disease, and this is the family's way of trying to raise awareness and hopefully raise that bone marrow donor registry up to help other folks that may need.
And in talking to Curtis Latrimore about a week or 2 ago, he said, well, I got another barn full of chickens coming in on August 30th. I said, uh-oh. He said, oh, he says, is that the day of the tournament? So,
oh boy.
Not only do they have this, they have a couple, maybe 15,000 chickens coming in on their organic egg farm.
Wow. What a busy weekend for them as well. Looks like the Chazy team is walking over now. They're going to start stretching. It's a little early still. 3 minutes to go in the first half. They've got a whole half to get ready. And here we are with Beekmantown 2 and Immaculate Heart Central of Watertown 0. Ball is being pushed down the sideline by the Cavaliers. Into the middle for Lauren Chamberlain, number 11. Callie Villamere, who appears to be playing fullback now, is in there for Beekmantown. So they're moving her all around. She started out as a striker position, and she moved to the midfield. Now it looks like she's sweeping. So obviously a very talented and an athletic young lady. Here's Wood for the Cavaliers, and she tried a centering pass, but Beekmantown was there. So now it's Beekmantown for Lindsay. Simpson is pushed forward to Lindsay Gagne, and it's a back pass to the keeper, Skylar Short. Directs it toward midfield. The ball's free, and it's going to be Lauren Chamberlain grabbing it and turning upfield. Chamberlain pushes it outside to Sarah Pignon. Pignon is challenged by Courtney Wilson and taken off the ball. Wilson hits it toward the middle of the field, and there is Kylie Regan. Regan with possession, being badgered by Lauren Chamberlain. The Levens are battling for the ball, and it's pushed forward, but intercepted by Immaculate Heart. This is Rachel O'Brien moving upfield. Got a lot of space there. Oh, and it looks like they're going to call for a trip. Trip call on number 14, LeBert. It's going to set up a direct kick, I'd say about 30 yards out. Let's see, this is the first free kick for Immaculate Heart, so I don't know what they're going to show. I don't see a lot of movement. It's probably just going to be a shot on goal, and that looks like that's what it was. But it was not on frame, and it will yield a goal kick to Beekmantown Eagles. So we're less than 2 minutes into the first, 2 minutes left of the first half. 2-0 Beekmantown over Immaculate Heart Central Watertown in this Mary Latchmore Be the Match Invitational Tournament at George Brendler Field of Shazy, New York.
I should probably point out where I was. I was running back and forth between here and Northeastern, and the game I was covering went to double overtime and then to a shootout, sudden victory shootout. So I wasn't able to get here in time for the start of this one.
Calvin's putting a lot of road miles on the vehicle this weekend. It's a very busy 2 days for Calvin, and that's why luckily I'm here to be able to help him out. I'm happy to be here. It's been 20 years since I've been in the broadcast booth, so it's a little getting used to for me. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Lee Barcombe alongside Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable, and we're proud to bring you this high school soccer game. So Beekmantown has a good chance here, it looks like, but it was thwarted by a defensive play. Now it's Wood pushing upfield. There's 20 seconds left in the half. Beekmantown looks content just to play this out and take the lead into the half. There's a Lauren Chamberlain. They're going to try and push for one goal here before the end of the half. Good play there by Regan to dispossess her. Chamberlain to Chamberlain. Attempted shot blocked, and that's going to be the first half. So at the end of one here in Shazy, Beekmantown 2, Immaculate Heart Central of Watertown 0. We'll be back with the second half in a little bit. And good evening. We're back at George Brendler Field in Shazy for the second half of this match between Beekmantown Eagles and Watertown Immaculate Heart Central Cavaliers. Beekmantown leads 2-0, start of this second half. The goals in the first half were scored by Callie Villamere, and the second goal was scored by Lindsay Gagne. It was a fairly even first half, 6 shots for each team. Beekmantown moved the players around a bit. I think they probably could have put some more pressure on, but I think obviously this is probably their first match of the year, and they're just trying to get their bearings on who's going to play where and do what. So we've got a free kick here in the Immaculate Heart third of the field. Kick's going to be taken by Courtney Wilson for Beekmantown. Looks like Immaculate Heart was trying for an offside trap there, but the ball was directed toward the goal and gathered up easily by Skylar Short. Short with a punt toward midfield. Beekmantown and Immaculate Heart have a hard-fought battle so far. Back and forth, a lot of back-and-forth play. Been a pretty good soccer game thus far. A little trip there. It's going to be a Beekmantown ball. This is Brielle Cartwright to take this free kick. It's going to look to push it forward and hopefully control it, but the ball is eventually controlled by Kylie Regan as she moves it forward, looking for Lindsay Gagne. Gathered up, however, by Cavalier goalie Skylar Short.
You know, Lee, I think Immaculate Heart is the only other high school in the Diocese of Ogdensburg, Catholic high school, other than Seton Catholic in Plattsburgh. I think there's only 2 of them.
That is a very good point. It's certainly becoming less and less common. The funding is not there. The numbers are not there for the enrollment. It's really just a sad situation. This team plays in the Class C right now, but from what Mr. Norcross, the athletic director of Shazy, was telling me is that because they're a private school, they bounce back and forth between the classes. They were Class D, I believe, 2 years ago. So it's one of those things depending upon enrollment and actually how they do, whether or not they move up or down in class.
Yeah, Seton Catholic is considered a C, but number-wise, they're not a very big D.
Correct. Yeah, and I've heard a rumor. I probably shouldn't talk about rumors, but I heard a rumor that this may be their last season sporting athletics at Seton Catholic. I don't know that that's necessarily true, but that's what I've heard.
I hope not.
I agree. So here's Immaculate Heart possessing this ball. So number 6 is Rachel O'Brien. She moves it back to Anna O'Neill. O'Neill looking back to Gaffel. Gaffel's a sweeper, and she's going to push it all the way back to the keeper, Skylar Short. Short distributes it toward the center, and it's going to be Erin Dingman. She couldn't control that, and then it's back into Beekmantown hands. This is Kylie Regan. Moved it forward to Lindsay Gagne. Lindsay Gagne toward the corner. She's got Callie Villemer in the middle, number 13. But number 2, O'Neill, took the ball away, and it's pushed out of bounds by number 3, Liz Gaffel. So it's the Beekmantown throw in deep in the zone. Throw in, bouncing around. There's Kylie Regan with a low shot right to the keeper. Short gathered that up with a little difficulty. Didn't give her team much chance to get up to the midfield before she punted it, so the ball bounces, and it's a little battle there. Brielle Cartwright wins the battle, but she gives it right back to Immaculate Heart, Rachel O'Brien. O'Brien pushing it up to Wood. Wood moving it back to Rebecca Chamberlain. Chamberlain with pressure from Callie Villemer, cuts it back to the middle. It's going to be number 17 is Betos. She was hit hard, and the ball is cleared out of the way by Barcombe. There's Rebecca Chamberlain lofting the ball back toward the middle. Cleared away by number 12, Courtney King. Rebecca Chamberlain back to Gaffel, back to Chamberlain. Nice little play there. Chamberlain moving it up the right sideline. Tackled away by Kirsten Villemer. Villemer tried to push it to the middle to Lindsay Gagne, but the ball was trapped away. Here's Callie Villemer, lead ball to Gagne. Keeper comes out to play it away outside the 18, so obviously she couldn't use her hands there. Chamberlain taken away by Villemer. Back to Regan. Regan. She's over to Wilson. Back to Regan. Regan up to Gagne. Gagne's going to go to the corner. Takes the body from Anna O'Neill, and that's going to yield a direct kick right there. About 16 yards in, but from a far angle. It's going to be Wilson taking this direct kick. She's going to try to distribute to the middle, to the head probably of Callie Villemer, if I was to guess. And she didn't get it out. Didn't get it out far enough, and the ball's out of play for a goal kick.
Getting back briefly to the Catholic schools, many years ago when I was in school, for a few years there was a Catholic league in basketball, and that included St. Mary's in Champlain, St. Joseph's out of Malone, St. Pius X out of Saranac Lake, and the 3 schools in Plattsburgh, Our Lady of Victory, St. John's, and Mount Assumption Institute. And now, as I said, we just got one on the east and one on the west.
It's really depleted the numbers. The private schools are not what they used to be, that is for sure. Here's number 10 for IHC, it's Sarah Pignon. She moved it forward to Jaid Betos. Betos over to LaPointe. LaPointe's in, shot on goal over the net. Boy, that was a good chance for the Cavaliers to pull within one. Unfortunately, the ball was bouncing and she couldn't get her knee over it to keep the shot low. A couple subs coming in for both squads. Coming off for Beekmantown as a center midfielder, Kylie Regan, and coming off for Immaculate Heart, number 24, Rebecca Lazor, number 8, Charisse LaPointe. Goal kick was hit to the middle. It's Lauren Chamberlain trying to find Betos, but intercepted by number 12 is Courtney King. Ball's in the middle. It's Kirsten Villemer. She pushes it up to Gagne. Pushed it forward and it's cleared away by Liz Gaffel. As Betos is on the ball again for Immaculate Heart. She tries to find Lauren Chamberlain. Chamberlain in the middle. She was looking for number 4, Molly Guyette. Nobody was home. Here's Ashley Wood with the ball. She's being pressured by Kirsten Villemer. Pushed it outside, and Sarah Pignon directs it off the end of the field. So a goal kick for Beekmantown.
Have you mentioned the refs yet, Tilly?
I have not. I apologize. We have referees today of Mark DeCoste and on the far side and Jerry Kowaleski on the near side. Doing a fine job thus far. It's been a great tournament for both the boys and the girls. As far as sportsmanship goes, there have been no cards issued. And really just outstanding play sportsmanship-wise on all teams so far. So here's Betos for Immaculate Heart. She's being pressured by Villamere. The ball's pushed to the outside, Molly Guyette. She gives it back to Ashley Wood. Ashley Wood looking for room to Betos. She's trying to turn. She can't turn and get a shot off. It's cleared away by Courtney King. Erin Dingman back to Rebecca Chamberlain. She's being dogged by Callie Villamere, and Mr. Kowaleski feels that's too much and is going to give a direct kick to the Cavaliers. Rebecca Chamberlain, she was playing outside midfield first half, and now she's moved back to the outside back. Ball's directed to the side. It's Barcombe. She moves it forward to Callie Villamere, but she's intercepted by number 6, Rachel O'Brien. The ball is now toward the corner. Lauren Chamberlain pressuring number 12, Courtney King. Courtney King pushes out of play. It's going to be an Immaculate Heart throw, and we have some substitutions, 3 for each team. Two for Immaculate Heart, 3 for Beekmantown. Immaculate Heart is a very young team, Calvin. I'd say about half of their players are 9th grade or younger. I think I saw 4 or 5 7th graders in their squad.
Wow.
So a very young team.
That's why they have good numbers. It can't be they have a JV and everybody plays varsity.
You're right. I agree with that.
That'd be my guess.
Lauren Chamberlain with a throw. Taken away by King. Rachel Chamberlain up to Lauren Chamberlain. Into the middle of the field, Callie Villamere takes control for the Eagles. She's trying to force her way through, but it was stopped by Rachel Chamberlain. Now it's Wood, Ashley Wood, with a shot toward goal. Going to let it go out. Lauren O'Connor let it go out. She'll take the goal kick instead. I'll come to that. Ball back in play. Immaculate Heart takes control of this goal kick. Immaculate Heart has had the majority of the play here in the second half. They've been pressuring hard in putting Beekmantown through the paces. Rachel O'Brien. She's challenging number 3, which is Bethany Simpson. Up to Kim Ratliff. Kim Ratliff puts it into the area. It's going to be picked up by Skylar Short. Skylar Short punts it to midfield. Callie Villamere tried to trap it down, but wasn't able to control it. The ball goes off her foot out of bounds for a throw-in. 28 minutes left in the second half. 2-0 Beekmantown. The lights have come on here at Shazy George Brendler Field, and the next match at 7 o'clock tonight is going to be the host Shazy Eagles taking on the Plattsburgh High Hornets. Going to be another great match.
And we're going to have a new person on the camera for that game. His name's going to be Lee Barcombe, and Joey Trombley and Joe Pusson will be doing the play-by-play.
So if the camera's shaky, you can still send your donations to Hometown Cable. Maybe someday you can afford a better relief cameraman. So the ball, Betos is challenging Cartwright over there in the corner. Cartwright.
Or maybe even a better first line cameraman.
Betos takes the ball away, puts it in the middle. Lauren Chamberlain trying to battle for it. She's just a small girl though, and she's muscled off the ball. She's got a lot of spunk and a lot of talent, but she just doesn't have the size at this point in time. Dangerous play called because number 13 was on the ground trying to play the ball, and that's considered dangerous. So it's going to be an indirect kick for Beekmantown. It's a non-contact foul, so therefore it's indirect, which means the team cannot score directly into the net from this position, which they probably wouldn't anyhow from where they are. So Kirsten Villamere tried to take possession of that ball, but she was taken away. The ball's in the middle of the field now. Molly Guyette challenging Callie Villamere, and Callie Villamere clears it off the sideline. Lauren Chamberlain with the throw. Throws it into Rebecca Chamberlain. They may be sisters, I'm not sure. Lauren has the ball. Nice little move. Looking to serve it in the middle. Ball served in the middle, but it was blocked by Callie Villamere, and the ball was out of play anyhow. FAR official Mr. DeCoste has called a goal kick. Goal kick for Beekmantown. Played it back in by Lauren Chamberlain. Cleared back out and back in. Here's Rebecca Chamberlain. Beekmantown is suffering in the midfield right now. They're not possessing the ball in the midfield at all. They need to move some people around. There's Kirsten Villamere pushing it forward to Bethany Simpson, but she was taken away. Ball was taken away by Amanda McEllerin, the Irish name. Rachel Chamberlain, nice play into the middle. There's a good shot on goal, off the crossbar. Oh my, what a shot. That was a shot from about 25 yards out, off the crossbar. Beautiful little play by Rachel Chamberlain. But the ball did not go in, therefore the score is still 2-0 Beekmantown. We're gonna have a corner kick here. The referee is saying that the coach, Lauren O'Connor, the goalkeeper, Lauren O'Connor, got her hand on the ball. Movement in the box. Here's the kick. Cartwright controls it. She kicks it away. Betos pushes it back outside. The ball served back in, and it's cleared away by number 10, Regan Fizette, for another corner kick. Cavaliers are really putting the pressure on right now. It's going to be an interesting finish to this game. Beekmantown, some people will say, the 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in any sport. I don't think John Sterling would say that, but both Calvin and I know how we feel about him. So ball's put back into play, headed away by Beekmantown. What a scrum in there right now. I think every girl's in the box should save 2, and it looks like Beekmantown's going to finally corral it and get it out. It's number 7 for Beekmantown, Kim Ratliff. Number 6 is Rachel O'Brien for Immaculate Heart. And again, 2 is Kirsten Villamere. She takes the pressure off by hitting midfield. The ball is cleared out of play by Kayla Mabry. Amanda McEllerin. That's a tough one.
Lee, if you want to channel John Sterling, go right ahead, but I'm not going to channel Susan.
That's a great idea. I like that. Beekmantown, here's Callie Villamere. Dangerous player. Good ball. Looking for Elizabeth King, but she couldn't quite get there. And that coming back was Jade Betos. She's been playing striker, and now she's back on the defensive end for Immaculate Heart. Goal kick for Immaculate Heart Cavaliers. Again, they're out of Section 3 in Watertown. About a 4.5 hour ride out here to beautiful Shazy to play against some high-quality teams from Section 7. Goal kick in the direction of the Cavaliers. O'Neill playing over there with King, and the ball's out of play. The ball is pushed back forward by Beekmantown. Kirsten Villamere to Kylie Regan. Regan controlling the ball, heading toward midfield, looking to distribute it. She hits it in the middle. Oh, there's a ball free. It's going to be picked up by Skylar Short. Kim Ratliff was after that ball, but she didn't quite have enough wheels to get there before the keeper was able to come out and get it. Ball's at midfield. Controlled by the Cavaliers. This is Lauren Chamberlain. Forward to Julia O'Brien. Back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain's going to go to the corner. No, she's not. She hits it to the center, and Beekmantown controls it. Alex Putnam, number 8, she was an all-star last year as well. She moves it over to number 12, dispossessed, and now it's Lauren Chamberlain in the middle to Molly Guyette. Beekmantown clears it out, not going to make the end line, saved by Lauren Chamberlain. Chamberlain to Julia O'Brien. O'Brien, nice little move, top of the 18. Tried to cut it back in, but it was nice play by Kylie Regan to block that. As Bethany Simpson escorts the ball out. It's going to be a white throw. Be taken by Amanda McEllerin. McEllerin into Lauren Chamberlain. She heads it on. Nobody was home. So now it's Courtney King. King bounces it off Rachel O'Brien, and it's going to be Beekmantown throwing. Some substitutions coming on. Alicia Barcombe will now take the throw. 21 minutes to go in the second half. 2-0 Beekmantown. It's been a hotly contested match for both teams. It's been great back and forth play. Immaculate Heart has held most of the play here in the second half with a lot of intense pressure. So, as we say, here's Kylie Regan moving forward for Beekmantown. She tries to get the ball through to Villamere. No, excuse me, not to Villamere, to Wilson, but it was taken away by Anna O'Neill. O'Neill moving it forward to O'Brien. Ball got away from her, and Putnam moves it forward. Lauren Chamberlain, she's always seemed to be around the ball. What a hustler. Lindsay Gagne moves it to the center, but nobody is there. It's going to be King for Immaculate Heart. Ashley King, nice block, taken away. Good tackle there. Ball's bouncing around. Beekmantown's going to possess it here. It's going to be Courtney King moving it forward to Barkham's direction. Lindsay Gagne, goal scorer for the second goal, onto the Callie Villamere, goal scorer for the first goal. But the Cavaliers take the ball away and they move it back. Gaffel to the outside, back to Gaffel, over to Chamberlain. Alicia Barcombe for Beekmantown moves it back to Courtney King, and the ball is played out of bounds. Substitutes coming on for the Cavaliers. Shots are 9 shots each. 9-9. Just goes to show that it is an even match. There's King and Barcombe for Beekmantown. The ball's out of play. It's going to be a white throw. Going to be a white throw taken by Rebecca Lazor up to Lauren Chamberlain. She tried to trap it, but the ball bounced off her leg. Rachel O'Brien now possesses for the Cavaliers. Cuts it back, tries to get around Kirsten Villamere. Kirsten Villamere takes the ball away and moves it forward. McKellerin back to Gaffel. She's being pressured, so she moves the ball all the way back to Skylar Short. Callie Villamere is pressuring from a distance. Short moves it over to O'Neill. O'Neill in the middle to Rebecca Chamberlain. So Rebecca Chamberlain moved from right back to center midfield now. She moved the ball forward to number 10, Sarah Pignon. Pignon can't quite reach it to keep it in, so it's going to be a Beekmantown throw-in deep in the Beekmantown third. I see the Shazy Eagles warming up in the, which used to be the varsity field, which is now the secondary field here in Shazy. And here's the Beekmantown throw. Immaculate Heart seems to be getting to the ball first in most cases in a lot of these open ball situations. They're definitely aggressive out there. And here's Liz Gaffel. She's going to push it back to Short again. Hot pressure by Villamere. It's pushed outside to O'Neill. O'Neill up to Rebecca Chamberlain. Taken away by Kylie Regan. Kylie Regan has the ball for Beekmantown now. Looking to distribute the ball. Lifts the ball into the 18, but Short is there to pick it up. And Short delivers the punt to midfield. Ball bounces through. Kirsten Villamere is right there to challenge Lauren Chamberlain. It's 2 underclassmen right there for sure. Alicia Barcombe tries to push the ball forward to Callie Villamere, but it's a long run. Villamere taking on Gaffel now. McKellerin. Villamere trying to cut to the middle. She's stopped by Gaffel. Nice play defensively there for the Cavaliers sweeper position. Going to be a Beekmantown throw-in. Alicia Barcombe has the ball. Throws in the direction of Callie Villamere. Back to Barcombe. Blocked away by the Cavaliers and up to midfield. Cartwright is there for Beekmantown. Causes Immaculate Heart to push the ball back. They drop it back. It's Rachel O'Brien. She moves it into the center. There's Ashley Wood. Ashley Wood over to Rebecca Chamberlain. Chamberlain turning, going up past Kirsten Villamere. Ball is led forward to Ashley Wood. Ashley Wood defenders are closing in on her. She's looking to get a ball around. She drops it back. Rachel O'Brien, she's being pursued by Callie Villamere, and again it's dropped back. Back up to O'Brien. Nice tackle by Kirsten Villamere. Kirsten to her sister Callie. Callie Villamere, number 13. She's being challenged by number 2, Anna O'Neill. Anna O'Neill's hanging on to her for dear life there. Villamere goes around her, looking for a shot on goal. Left footed, cuts it back. Right foot shot right at the keeper. Keeper parries it down and cleared away. Boy, that was a golden chance right there. She couldn't pick a corner. She hit it right to the keeper, unfortunately. Here's Kylie Regan for Beekmantown. She is moving the ball toward the middle of the field, and she lifts it in, looking for Gagne. And here's Callie Villamere. She's on the ball again. She gets turned. She's going to look to take a shot. She's on her left foot. Gaffel, good defensive play by Gaffel to push the ball out of play, yielding a corner kick. And she took away a chance at goal right there, so I think they'll take that trade-off any day. Corner kick for Beekmantown. Don't see much movement. There we go. The movement's coming in the box now. Here comes the cross, the service. Ball bounces into the 18, cleared away by Immaculate Heart to Lauren Chamberlain. Courtney King moves it back to Kylie Regan. For Beekmantown, it's Regan. She turns and serves it in to Villamere. Couldn't handle the hard pass. Here's Villamere again. Top of the 18. She's looking to get turned. She serves to her sister, Kirsten Villamere, who hits it. Looks like off the side of her foot and out of play for a goal kick. Thank you.
Hi.
How are you?
How are we doing?
Good.
Goal kick for the Cavaliers. Ball is lifted toward midfield. Lauren Chamberlain to control. She whiffed. Courtney King takes possession. She gives it to Kirsten Villamere. Kirsten Villamere moving toward the sideline. Passes it up, but to nobody really. And back to midfield. It's Villamere.
They say pass to nowhere. You sometimes kick to a spot and hope somebody will be there.
True. A little bit of physical play there has yielded a direct kick for Beekmantown. Looks like Mr. DeCoste didn't like what he saw, so
Oh, he switched.
I switched. Oh, I didn't catch that, Mr. Kovaleski. No, I wasn't. Jeepers. Here's Callie Villamere. Oh, she's looking for a lead pass. Didn't get to her. Gagne's chasing this one down. She's got Pignon there, and it's out of play. Pignon to take the throw in for the Cavaliers. She throws it up to to the point. Ball's cleared away by the Eagles. 13 minutes left in the second half, 2-0 Beekmantown. It's been a great game so far. Back and forth action. Certainly Immaculate Heart has had their chances to equal the score or at least pull within one. And Beekmantown as well has had their chances to put the game out of reach. So it's been a great game so far. I think the quick strike by Beekmantown really put Immaculate Heart on their heels early, and it took a little bit for them to regain their momentum and get things going the right direction. Here's Kirsten Villamere looking to go to the middle of the field. Ball is lifted in there, and it's going to be Liz Gaffel back as sweeper for Immaculate Heart, and it's picked up by Skylar Short.
Hopefully we'll have good weather again tomorrow, because 5 more games in this field tomorrow. The last thing you want is a wet day.
That's for sure. It's a lot of traction on this field. It's held up tremendously well today. Really testament to the job that athletic director Brian Norcross has done along with the crew here at Shazy Central. Truly a good job. This is a beautiful field for a storied soccer program for sure. Immaculate Heart's going to push hard here to try and equal the score, at least get one back. Lauren Chamberlain tried to find Jaid Betos, but the ball was dispossessed by Kylie Regan. Up to midfield. Callie Villamere tangled up with Rebecca Chamberlain, and they're calling that a foul on Callie Villamere. She tripped her from behind.
She just thought Chamberlain was faster than that, that's all.
She ran right up her heels. Callie Villemere's got the history. She plays the women's hockey. She's a standout there, too. So she understands the physical aspect of the game, that's for sure. Not as though she was trying to hurt the player. I'm sure of that. So Immaculate Heart taking their time. I'm not really understanding that. 10 minutes to go in the half. You think they want to be pressuring as much as they can, but right now it's going to be Rebecca Chamberlain lofting the ball toward the Beekmantown third of the field. Charisse Lapointe was there for the Cavaliers, but Alex Putnam took the ball away and she moved it to center of the field. Callie Villamere. Betos is on her. Villamere with the ball. She's hard to get off that ball. Boy, oh boy. Callie Villamere pushed it back to her sister Kirsten. Kirsten being challenged by Ashley Wood. Kirsten Villamere pushes it to the top of the 18. As Bethany Simpson was there fighting for possession. The ball kicked to the outside and lofted in there by number 7, I believe that was Kim Ratliff. That lofted that shot in. Easy save for Skylar Short. Here's Ratliff. Challenged by Lauren Chamberlain. And Sarah Pignol has the ball for the Cavaliers. Pignon in the middle to Wood. Wood back to Pignon. Tried to go to the corner, but nobody was thinking about that. It was a good idea. The ball's played out of play. Here's Lauren Chamberlain trying to get the ball in quickly, but there's substitutes waiting to come in. Under 10 minutes to go. Beekmantown still with a 2-0 lead. There's a throw-in the Beekmantown third of the field. Sarah Pignon to take the throw into Lauren Chamberlain. Chamberlain has Wood open if she wants her, but she's going to try and go around. Gets the ball up to the point. Charisse Lapointe. Oh, hard tackle by Putnam. She got the ball, though. And Putnam's going to clear it away. Taking her time. Pressure's coming on now, and she pushes the ball forward. Here's Pignon taking it back for the Cavaliers. She tries to put it back in, and Cartwright took that one hard off the head. It looks like it shook her up a bit. Ooh, another one off the face. Just having a rough go of it for the last minute. Here's Lauren Chamberlain. Tried to go in the middle to Wood, but Kylie Regan picked it up for Beekmantown. Regan now possessing the ball. She had a good outlet pass there, and she turned and kept it. Regan looking to move it forward to Villamere, but she didn't hit it in the right direction, and Liz Gaffel steps in and takes over. Gaffel to Pignon. Pignon was trying to hit Lauren Chamberlain, but again, Brielle Cartwright stepped in and took over that. Kim Ratliff. Challenged there by Chamberlain. Chamberlain took the ball away, and Pignon has it. She tried to hit Chamberlain, but it was behind her, and Cartwright takes it again. A lot of giveaways here right now. I wonder if the girls are getting tired, Calvin.
It's understandable on a muggy day like this.
And a lot of back and forth action too, so a lot of running in this game. Betos down the right sideline here, looking to go toward the corner. She serves it across. That was Julia O'Brien, number 13 in the box. She couldn't control it. And we're looking at the Chamberlain girls. Lauren has the ball now. She moves it over to Wood, Ashley Wood. Dancing around in circles, not sure what to do. She takes it back toward goal now. Fires a shot. Good looking shot, not enough juice. Right into the hands of Lauren O'Connor.
Well, Leo, I have to commend you. You've done a good job in both of the games you've done today, but if you've made any mistakes, we won't know for sure till your brother listens to this on the internet.
And you can rest assured there'll be mistakes pointed out. There is no doubt in my mind. Lauren O'Connor picks up that ball, and we're looking at 7 minutes to go in the second half. Again, still 2-0 Beekmantown Eagles over the Immaculate Heart Central Watertown Cavaliers. Ball's on the far side of the field, as you can see. Cartwright is there for Beekmantown. She moves the ball forward looking for Simpson, but taken away by the Cavaliers. Ball's now in the middle to Kylie Regan. Regan turning around in circles. Good pressure there by O'Brien. Regan leads it forward to Simpson. Taken away, and now it's Lauren Chamberlain. Back to Sarah Pignon. Back to Lauren Chamberlain. I called Lauren Chamberlain's name a lot today. She's probably been the most active girl on the Watertown side. For the Beekmantown team, I'd say probably the two Villamere girls have been the most active, for sure. That was Regan Fazette moving the ball forward to Kylie Regan. Kylie Regan gets it up to Simpson. Simpson to Regan. Going to let it go for Villamere. Regan's running by her. Oh, no, excuse me, that's not Regan. That's LeBear. So it's Callie Villamere, I apologize. Callie Villamere going to the touchline. She's going to try and cut it back. She does, right to the keeper's hands. She wanted to try and drop it back to the 6-yard box there if possible, or even the penalty stripe for the best chance at a goal. She just didn't get it back far enough. Here's Charisse Lapointe in the middle, looking for Lauren Chamberlain, but she led her too far. And the ball was cleared away by Regan. Far touchline is out of play. Beekmantown subs coming in. Less than 5 minutes to go in this match. It's the second of the 3 today for the girls in the Mary Latrimore Be the Match tournament. Next match will be Shazy Eagles versus Plattsburgh High Hornets. Another high-quality girls soccer game in the North Country. Here's Lauren Chamberlain. She pushes the ball off to Betos. Betos forcing her way through the defense until she meets Putnam, who steps up and blocks her opportunity. Putnam moving it forward to Villamere, but Rebecca Chamberlain stepped in front of that. Here's Callie Villamere again. She's got Lindsay Gagne with her. Villamere. She also has a drop pass if she wants it. Drop pass is Elizabeth King. Villamere trying to decide what to do. She turns. O'Neill is there to intercept and cause trouble, and Betos will turn it upfield for the Cavaliers. Betos moves it forward, but it's stopped there by Courtney King. Courtney King looks for Elizabeth King. Stopped by Betos, and now it's Charisse Lapointe. Lapointe has got King with her, and ahead of her she has Julia O'Brien. She's going into the 18-yard box, cleared away by Beekmantown defender. I think that's number 9, Courtney Wilson. It goes off the end line for a corner kick. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Cavaliers are going to step it up now to try and put a ball in the net and cut the lead to 1. A lot of pressure I expect here in this next part. Ashley Wood's going to take the corner kick for the Cavaliers. She lofts it in, but it never comes into play. Oh boy, what a wasted opportunity there. Going to be a Beekmantown goal kick. And now Beekmantown will probably take their time here. Set this ball up on the right blade of grass. Make sure that they get the best opportunity to get a nice lofted ball here. There's the goal kick. Bouncing around in midfield. It's going to be Sarah Pignon. She was challenged there, and the ball pops to Callie Villamere. Callie Villamere in the middle, and it's Ashley Wood for the Cavaliers. Ashley Wood looking to move forward. She's got Lauren Chamberlain. Lauren Chamberlain tried to go back to Wood, but it was a nice defensive play by Kylie Regan. Regan now has the ball. She's cutting back. Dangerous to play with it in the middle of the field like that. Now she moves it to the side of Elizabeth King. Elizabeth King, good play by Betos there to take that away. Betos, a little bit hard of a touch, and it's able to be cleared away by Courtney King. Here's Ashley Wood. She's got Lapointe. There she goes to Lapointe. Lapointe tried to put it back to Wood, but nice interception by Kirsten Villamere and cleared out of play. Less than 2 minutes to go, minute 45. Beekmantown 2, Immaculate Heart Central of Watertown 0. The ball's out of play over there once again for a throw. Sarah Pignon throws it into Ashley Wood. Wood back to Pignon. She hits it across. Service there to O'Brien. She couldn't get to it and scooped up by Lauren O'Connor. Lauren O'Connor was only tested once, and that was a shot that she tipped off the crossbar. It was a nice save on a really well taken shot by Immaculate Heart. Ball's to midfield now. Gaffel tries to clear it, but it's stopped by Gagne. Gagne, the lady that scored the second goal of the game, she moves it to the center to Villamere. Villamere tried to direct it toward goal, but Short is there to pick it up. We're down to our last minute of play here. Skylar Short punts it toward midfield. The ball bounces through. Comes Rebecca Chamberlain. She's been a very active player in this match as well, moving all around the field, different positions, and doing very well in all of them. Less than 30 seconds. It's been a great match. Immaculate Heart has done very well for themselves, playing against a very, very good Beekmantown team. I'm sure they'll be pleased with their effort, and I know that Coach Sherman will be happy that we had such a great performance by both teams. We're at the 10-second point. It's going to be a corner kick. I don't know if they're going to get it off here. Rebecca Chamberlain puts the ball in the air, cleared away by the defense, and that is your ball game. Final score here, George Brendler Field, Beekmantown Eagle Girls 2, Immaculate Heart Central of Watertown Cavaliers 0. I'm Lee Barcombe, along with Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable. Don't forget to support us. Your Hometown Cable provides lots of high-quality entertainment and scholastic sports.
And don't worry, none of the money will go to Lee Barcombe. So, so thanks for watching.